For today's lesson, we will be looking at planes, trains, and automobiles. And so here I have drawn a plane. Haha, trains, planes. I guess it's really planes, trains, and automobiles. So I drew this plane to show a bird's eye view of a scene from the movie Super 8. Now, before I say anything, I love the movie Super 8, and I don't want to say anything bad about Super 8, but the kids in Super 8 need to retake their geometry class. So we imagine that we have a train here, and if you haven't seen the movie, there is a scene where there is a train derailment and children in peril. Oh no! And so here I've drawn our children in peril. One of them is green. And so, as they see this train derailing, they run, which is a perfectly natural reaction. But the thing is, they run away from the train in the direction that the train is traveling. Oh no! And so, from physics, you will remember that anything that's in motion tends to stay in motion. And so even though it derails and, might fall off the tracks a little bit, it is still going to travel in the same direction that it's been traveling. And so the kids run the wrong direction, when in reality they should run perpendicular to the path of the train. And so even if the train, here, let's change colors. Let's use orange because it's on fire and burning. So even if the train derailment travels a little bit off the tracks because, well, they tend to do that, I suppose, the kids are still, their best strategy is to run perpendicular to the path of the train. And so they don't do this and nearly die. But, it's Hollywood, so they don't die and go on to defeat the bad guys and make friends with the monster. Oh, I shouldn't say anything about the movie. So this is one example of perpendicularness. I'm going to draw another. So I had planes, trains, and now I'm going to draw another scenario with automobiles. So we're erasing the train. I wonder if I can pause this while I erase the train. Test. Mr. Headman is in a parking lot. And, oops, where's my marker? And I'm driving along the parking lot in my car. Oh, I should have drawn this horizontally. Can't draw a car vertically. So I'm driving along in my car on the parking lot. Again, this is a bird's eye view. And there's a pedestrian. Yay! This pedestrian is not green and doesn't have a head. Ah! Weird. That doesn't like that spot. Has a blue head. Okay, so if the pedestrian crosses perpendicular, that is the fastest way to get across the road. And however, a lot of pedestrians are morons, and can I say that? Can I say morons? And cross at an angle. This annoys Mr. Headman. And so, if that angle happens to be 45 degrees, it's going to take the pedestrian 40% more time to cross the road. Now you'll say, oh, well, that's just seconds, but we're burning gas here, we're wasting fuel, and we want to save the environment. And so that 40% can lead to frustration and road rage in Mr. Headman. And so if that angle is 60 degrees, it will actually take you 100% longer to cross the road. What's this down here? And so again, there will be wasted fuel and whatnot. So if you are in a parking lot and decide to cross, please cross perpendicularly. And so if Mr. Headman comes up and you're crossing at 45 degrees, I will rev my engine in a menacing way and do nothing. And if you're crossing at 60 degrees, I will probably run over your